Come one, come all, to the most phenomenal, most extraordinary, most unimaginable puppet show you've ever experienced. Prepare for an astonishing adventure full of mystery, full of danger, and full of artistry, meant to astound the eye and capture the human soul. The name's Professor Gregorius T. Oswald. But my friends, and we're all friends here, call me G. Today's fantastical tale is the perilous journey of a boy named Kuturo. Welcome to the magical theater of the strange and fantastic. Kuturo had dismantled Robo-Dog and reclaimed his cache of moonstones. But the Moonbear King would not stand idly by. As our tale rockets towards a climax, the tyrant is already hatching a plan. A plan called Act 6.
Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Puppeteer. In the previous episode, we fought General Monkey's creation using all of our stolen moonstones. But we have retrieved our moonstones and are pursuing after General Monkey into what appears to be a hedge maze. An area. But let's begin. We have 5 hits to find, 20 souls to rescue, and a bonus stage to keep in mind.
Let us continue our adventure. Thanks to Kuturo, the shattered white moonstone was coming together piece by piece. Meanwhile, the witch, Esma Potts, who apparently had no qualms about holing up in another person's house, stood before Castle Waxwane's towering portrait of the moon goddess and said, "Just you wait! Soon I will be the goddess!" And the smile playing on her hideous lips gave way to a chilling laugh.
Monkey! Monkey, where are you? Revisibilate yourself!
Yeah, my lord, at once.
How could you fail me? You, of all my generals! Your mistakes have cost me the upper hand. If he gets the rest of the White Moonstone, and he has Calibras.
Oh, wait! I know who it is! Pulling Kudaro's strings!
What? Who? Tell me.
I can't breathe. The Moon Witch! Esma Potts!
Potts? That hag from the kitchen?
She is at the White Castle, guiding Kudaro from there.
That's what she thinks. I'll destroy them both. Puppet and puppeteer.
But how, sire?
Simple. The clock tower in the land of time. Pick up, you useless fops! What are you waiting for?
Yes, sir!
Nothing like a spot of Copernican artemisia to pass the afternoon.
Yes. I can't tell whether it's the smooth, herbaceous flavor or the distinctive biscuity nose, but something about it does tickle my fancy. Who calls during tea time? No manners at all.
Oh, please, excusez-moi. A rabbit and rooster's never-ending tea party? Say again. Moon barking? Sire, Lord Master, yes, hello.
Why haven't you and the chicken taken over the land of time? That clock should have been fixed ages ago.
My word, tempers fugit.
Has it been 3 years?
Time is running out, and you were supposed to catch it.
Never you fear, your highestness, it is under control.
That's right. We'll have that chronopoly for you in a macro jiffy.
Move it! I want that clock to get for me right now!
Oh, la 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 la.
Well then.
Oh, late, late, I am late.
He looks shady. Let's tail him.
Awesome. Alice in Wonderland references right from the start. Oh.
Everyone and everything in the land of time was zipping along at a blistering pace. It was almost as if someone had put ants in. Everyone and everything in the land of time was zipping along at a blistering pace. It was almost as
I
if
have far too much to do.
Why won't he sit still?
Oh.
And then all of a sudden the ants were all blotto. Even the buildings lining the street were recombobulating at breakneck speed, their heights changing like rippling waves. Everyone and everything in the land of time was zipping along at a blistering pace. It was almost as
I
if
have far too much to do.
Why won't he sit still?
in the past. And then all of a sudden the ants were all blotto. Even the buildings lining the street were recombobulating at breakneck speed, their heights changing like rippling waves.
No. I mustn't start chilling her. Late.
Hold it, Buster. You work for the Moon Bear King.
Yes. Stop distracting me, or he'll have my head.
Well, that proves it. Come on. He's got a piece of the Moonstone.
Oh, we're just missing that. We got it like a second ago.
I must conquer the land of time. Post haste.
Oh, don't scare me. Okay, let's try that again. But this time, Jump made it. Oh, look out! Whew, safe.
Even the chimney sweeping seemed to be chronologically. What a dumbness to the land of time. What should have been running like clockwork had been reduced to running in circles.
I must fix the clock.
Jump! Again!
stops when you have playing cards.
Oh.
I always want to enjoy a fragrant tea amidst all this soot.
First world problems, Bunny Man.
By popular demand, I shall traverse these precarious cards atop a unicycle.
An enormous chimney loomed before them, and a deluxe-sized chimney brush to match. That isn't my house. Kutero's search for General Rabbit had turned into a wild hopscotch across the land of time's rooftops. The flow of time has a pronounced effect on any city's skyline as the past is dismantled, the present constructed, and the future imagined. Dreams and aspirations become the girders upon which life is built and rebuilt in the name of progress. It just usually happens a lot slower. The land of time was also a skygazer's paradise. You see, like tea time, star watching was a refined way to pass the hours. Like everything else around here, the shooting stars weren't exactly shooting straight. They'd lance across the sky one moment, only to stop dead in their tracks the next. Of course, it made it much easier to wish upon them. You could probably sneak in multiple wishes. The locals were true romantics, peering through their telescopes and trying to count the stars as they blinked by, which took patience with all this chimney smoke in the way.
Wait, no.
The locals were true romantics, peering through their telescopes and trying to count the stars as they blinked by, which took patience with all this chimney smoke in the way.
Oh, he'll have my head for this. Yes, yes, sure as rabbit's feet are lucky.
What? Alright, one more time to this.
The locals were true romantics, peering through their telescopes and trying to count the stars as they blinked by, which took patience with all this chimney smoke in the way.
have my head for this? Yes, yes, sure as rabbit's feet are lucky.
Like everything else around here, the layout of a house changes to its appropriate form with the passage of time. The larger the number of your family, the greater the number of rooms in your house. Then, of course, you no longer need the rooms if you no longer have your family. The house is too big. Without a family? What was wrong with me?
What happened to you? Actually, I don't really want to hear that.
That's so sad. Alright, so we do go down here. Here we go. Think. Aha! Way forward.
The land of time had an old and well-established observatory where time was closely watched, a calendar devised, and the stars slid around to make it all work.
Now that is a star. Hey! Who are you guys?
Space aliens! Kuturo has been abducted by Greys! On the 8th of July, 1947, a single flying saucer crashed down in Roswell, New Mexico. The US military recovered extraterrestrial beings known as Greys from the crash site and performed autopsies. And that was just the first close encounter. Beginning in the 1960s, people began reporting sightings, abductions, cattle mutilations, and other strange phenomena, all connected to the Greys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we get to see this strange and fascinating species firsthand.
Oh, please! The Greys are just one big hoax. There's like zero scientific evidence. You might as well call them purples or burnt siennas. Look, the only places that support life are the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. Fact.
That's a tricky one.
A gravity-magnetational temporospatial anomaly. Yes, this all seems correct. And right on schedule. 1, 2, 3, et voilà!
Whoa!
Into the wormhole and on to the halcyon past.
That hocus pocus loony! Don't let him get away!
Time was a bit funny in here, but General Rabbit's high way of playing cards let him quite literally pass the hours.
Eh? Why are you stalking me?
Don't play dumb. We're gonna beat you up and take back your Moonstone Shard. Follow that rabbit!
Wait.
I thought diamonds were a girl's best friend.
A fair weather friend, maybe. The game would not start until Kuturo cut the deck.
What? No! Nice one of these, huh?
Bit by bit, sand drained into the hourglass. It was the future slipping away, piling up to form the past.
Whoa! The Joker is wild! Ugh, these stupid cards are in the way!
Waiting is unfortunately part of the game, but a good card shark uses that
What?
time to plan his next move.
I think we're gonna get a death right here.
What? You again? I am far too busy for this harassment. I have history to rewind, a land to conquer. Excusez-moi.
Hey, get back here! Face Kataro fair and
What?
square!
That's okay, we have 98 lives. And 99 moon sparkles. We'll be fine.
I thought diamonds were a girl's best friend.
A fair weather friend, maybe. The game would not start until Kuturo cut the deck. Bit by bit, sand drained into the hourglass. It was the future slipping away, piling up to form the past.
Whoa! The Joker is... Ugh, these stupid cards are in the way!
Waiting is unfortunately part of the game, but a good card shark uses that time to plan his next move.
What? You again? I am far too busy for this harassment. I have history to rewind, a land to conquer. Excusez-moi.
Hey, get back here! Face Kataro fair and square!
Our heroes soon encountered everyone's favorite card trick, the buzzsaw.
That's not a card trick.
What? How do we go? Here we go. Alright. Elevator.
Kutaro laid all his cards on the table. This was it. A fine hat trick for Kutaro.
This is our stop.
Hey.
Would you stop interfering? I have to go back 3 whole years before I can fix that blasted clock.
The ace trumps all, especially when it's 5 aces of spades.
That's
Yeah.
Kutaro hopped over the questionable hand and scrambled ever higher.
Hurry up! It's fold or be folded!
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Monsieur Lapin's magic show is about to begin. First, flip a card, any card.
We'll have to fight magic with magic, card for card.
My cards! Stop trying to peek backstage.
That rope looks ready to snap.
I lost.
Next up.
Uh,
Wait, no. Where is it? Blast it! Ah!
hey.
Am I out of tricks? Fine. You leave me not
Of course. Wait, what?
Adios, auriculus. Here. Time to disappear, you pest. My magic hat. Wait. Time out. Stop!
That's what you get for abracadabbling with us. All right, another one in the bag.
Yes, good boy. Gather those shards pots, the moonstone will soon be complete. Completely mine! And once I'm the goddess, this palace and all the moon shall obey my every command!
Now, dear, the witch has finally cracked.
Aha! Me buxom beauty Esma Potts. How ye shiver me timbers when you dance like that.
Maybe we all have.
Puppeteer, find those last pieces, I'll fat her side usurper, and make room for me!
With the help of Calibrus, Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kuturo! The souls he freed were homeward bound.
Well, General down in Curtain
Our
1.
hero's rabbit chase led him deep into the chrono-illogical land of time. Meanwhile, the Moonbear King was on to the witch, whose own dark intentions still hung on the air.
Alright, here we go.
And so the story continues. No world is complete without a clock tower, and the moon is no exception. But the hands of this clock are not used to tell time. They are used to shape children's dreams. Light and dark decide if it's a quarter to a nightmare, or half past a daydream, or 10 till a rude awakening. To keep a stern watch over the clock, the moon goddess had chosen Mr. Pink. But that was before. When the white moonstone shattered, the clock spun into madness, and Mr. Pink went missing.
To bear or not to bear? Who is she, this witch who's after my moonstone? Why does she oppose me? She didn't have to steal Calibrus. She didn't have to pick on me like this. It's not fair. This is my moonsies. Nobody else can have it. Not that mean witch, that awful hag. Whoever she is, she's mean and I hate her. Have I seen her somewhere? Yes, that would explain it. Who is she? Where have I met her before? Wait. Yes, Rika. Of course. You're done, hag. Checkmate.
Kataro, look out! These cars are about to fall!
Cushioning Kuturo's fall was a strange garden constructed like a maze.
That's not much of a cushion, though.
Primly precise hedges were prankishly preventing Kuturo's progression. Of course, Kuturo had prudently come pre-equipped with the proper pruners.
I love the alliteration.
Oh, really, I hope you're happy with yourself. I went through all that trouble to hide myself, but what's the point exactly if you're going to march into my garden and mercilessly slip away at my disguise? I might as well be wearing a lampshade. I mean, I probably itch less, not that you care.
Hello. I'm guessing that's Mr. Pink.
Show a little gratitude? Kataro just, saved you. Do you have any idea who he is?
Lost soul, rightful bearer of Calibrus, hero of the moon. Yes, all very obvious, very clear to the naked eye. But, you see, that's why I'm getting pernickety. You're being far too reckless. You probably ride your bicycle at night without a helmet. And do you really expect to defeat the Moonbear King like that, really?
But never mind, what's done is done. Milk spilt, not crying, moving on. Corrective measures can be taken. Proverbial mop for the proverbial dairy disaster, yes. Now, introductions. The name's Galahagrid Mulberry Times Awaiting. Goddess-appointed warden of the Land of Time, clock tower / watchman / general manager of what we call Dream Time, etc. ad infinitum. I know, lots of information to digest. Probably didn't catch it. Just call me GMT. It's a pun. Clever, you see. No, this is going right over your head, isn't it? Your mothers didn't read to you much, poor things. Forget it then. You can call me Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink? Okay. So, like, why were you hiding in the bush again?
Ah, must we go over every detail? Clock's ticking, sand trickling out of the hourglass. Come on now. Fine, here we go. Class is in session. Have a seat, or stand, or hover, whatever. Basically, this all started with dreams. The goddess, because she's rather smart, decided that there should be a certain parity, that means equality, in how we interact with children in their dreams, which of course led to the construction of the clock tower, built by a watchmaker by the name of...
For crying out loud! Can you just give us the abridged version? Oh, you talk faster than most sane people think, and we've got a lot to do.
Shameful, simply lamentable, the attitude of our young people today, shrugging aside the weighty implications of their history and heritage, demanding instant gratification, reading spoilers of movies they haven't yet seen. Dreadful, this kind of rapid culture death. Just give the Moonbear King the edge, you know?
No, us dying of boredom will give him the edge. Come on, don't tell me the great Mr. Pink doesn't know how to be concise. Get with the times! You're a bird. Don't you know how to tweet? 140 characters or less. Go. Looks like you'll have to slam from higher up.
That clock controls when children dream. Stop. Only I can operate it in the goddess's absence. Stop. I hid from @MBK to keep him from using it for evil. Stop.
140! Well done. So, the Moonbear King is after your clock. Wait, what does he want with a clock? Can't he buy a watch?
I have to explain that too? All right.
20 words or less.
He wants to permanently stop with the clock hands at midnight, but he needs me to do it.
Right. That does sound bad. What happens if the hands stop at midnight?
Dreamtime will be frozen at the darkest hour, never to flow again. In short...
Yes, please.
I'm gonna guess nightmares forever. Topiary. Oh. Oh, I don't think I stopped it at the right time. That's good. But no!
Oh no! Mr. Pink!
Harry! If the Moonbear King uses me to stop that clock, we're all...
And for once, Mr. Pink was at a loss for words. The last guardian of the clock tower was in Rooster's clutches, and the Moonbear King was poised to plunge all the Earth's children into an eternal nightmare. Kuturo dashed through the verdant labyrinth, determined to free Mr. Pink from the diabolical General Booster.
Look at the ladybugs! Bees, too!
So he missed the head.
Quickly, lad, you must emancipate me, which, as you know, more or less derives from Latin, meaning deliver from the hands of. Idest, you must free me from General Rooster's talons and
it came to life.
hands, and thereby render me liberated. Yes.
The land
Now,
of times,
freedom
Topiary
may
Garden
seem
was a
subjective,
magical place.
However, hey, Jack's controversies, master. I am in trouble, you know. I mean, you've got stumpy appendages, but a bit of urgency ought to compensate for walking rate. Unless you've already written me off as a disposable character. Yes, well, I have a few things to say about that.
Oh my gosh! Talk, talk, talk! Kataro's gonna ditch you if you don't stop polluting the air with your noise. Nobody likes a wisecracking motor mouth who flies around and tells people what to do. Trust me, I deal with people like that all the time.
I have a feeling our beloved audience knows exactly what Piccolino is talking about. On through the verdant labyrinth, Kuturo dashed as Mr. Pink...
What in blazes is taking so long? It's your fault I'm even in this predicament, you and your snip, 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 why don't I slice up Mr. Pink's disguise and ruin everything and destroy the world because I feel like it?
The garden stretched on endlessly.
I see we've upgraded to dinosaurs.
A Triceratops! Yes! Kuturo found himself astride a Triceratops, second only to the T-Rex on the dinosaur top 40.
There's a top 40?
Have you got your
Whoa!
ends
It
and
shrunk
your means
and multiplied.
Because in
The
the
thing
end,
about
you need to
Triceratops
rescue
is that
me,
they're
and
hard
that
to classify.
means you have to
Scholars
hurry.
still argue about whether
see what
they're
I did
basically the
there?
same thing as the Torosaurus, which I think is just silly. But then again, what used to be called Ceratops has since, alas,
gosh.
the twisted
Taro,
topiary
promise you'll
topography
never
was
love
making Mr.
dinosaurs.
Pink's
Promise
rescue
me.
rather difficult.
I wanted to hear more about what she had to say, but the scene went by too fast.
Have a spot of tea, hun. In fact, have the whole leopard.
Don't be
What?
ridiculous. Leopard spots aren't made of tea. They're made of a special pigmentation that, in actual fact, is...
Kuturo found himself an unwilling guest at General Rooster's afternoon tea. But there was no time to sit back and nibble on pastries. He had to leap from table to table just to keep up with his host.
Go on. Don't let the tea get cold. You have all the time in the world.
Oh yeah, huh?
Kuturo sheared a path along General Rooster's trail of feathers and moved to the next table. It's important at these sorts of functions to make the rounds and socialize a bit. One can't be rude and keep to oneself. Biscuits and fruit, cold cuts and scones. It all looked scrumptious. But a party is more than just eating. Remember, it's proper to give up your seats for the elderly and people who need them.
Oh, I can't take it anymore. Can't we crash for just 1 second?
Meh.
Remember, it's proper to give up your seats for the elderly and people who need them.
Yeah, I'm not so sure my grandma would want this chair.
Cup. We're missing so many heads, it feels.
Ooh, let's go right. That type looks yummy. Jump, jump! Maybe the left would have been easier.
General Rooster flapped away disdainfully every time Kuturo got close. But the trail of feathers was leading our hero ever closer to the clock tower.
We have another boss battle already with General Rooster. What? That was cool.
Kuturo's wild rooster chase had led him to Mr. Pink's place of employment. One magical clock tower at the heart of the Land of Time. The insides of the tower were stuffed with enormous, intricate gears.
Do they really need this many?
The gears mesh together in order to transmit torque. You see, they're finely tuned to make sure that the hour and minute hands of the clock rotate at steady, accurate pace. Also, they make convenient footholds.
Done it. We maxed it out. We have 99 lives and 99 moon sparkles.
The Land of Time's clock used a magic pendulum which always kept perfect time and never had to be wound. It was scientific perfection.
You just said it was magic.
I'm just trying to create a little atmosphere, all right? If you want to be strange, go ahead and put every little story detail under a microscope, really. The rest of us will be having fun. Thank you.
Ah, Rooster, is the clock fixed yet? Use Mr. Pink. I want that Land of Time.
The tower's stately exterior was lavishly decorated, which worked out well for Kuturo, who needed a path to the top.
Are those eggs?
Oh no!
Hey, why don't you use them to cut a path up? Heads up!
That didn't go according to plan. I hate that.
How dare you smash my eggs! My babies!
Those were yours? I thought you were a boy chicken.
I can be anything I want! I'm a peacock! You monster!
Kuturo was hot on Rooster's tail. The general tried to fly out of reach.
You nasty little thing! Why won't you fall? Ah, my babies! You little jerk! Every egg of mine you smash, I'll smash back on you tenfold!
Look at this ugly mug. What? It can fly?
Caught. No, that's not good.
It worked! Flip all the levers!
Hello? Seriously? Reload that room.
What's with all these levers? It worked! Flip all the levers!
There we go.
Kuturo used the clock's internal mechanisms to climb even higher.
Another lever! Where's the lever? Oh, I was never really clear on that.
Kuturo's swiftly calculated gear rotation, spring recoil, and pendulum arc, using the power of mathematics to cross the tower. Kuturo thrust his way past the endless machinery that worked tirelessly to keep time.
Check out all these cogs. They're spinning.
Kuturo's innate sense of rhythm allowed him to cut his way safely past the obstacles.
Yes, we're through. Aw, look at the pretty ladybug.
Hello? That doesn't give us the ladybug hat. Head. Yep. Oh, we're at the clock head. Clock face.
After a long clamber, Kuturo had finally reached the top of the clock tower.
Hey, sitter hero, I'm up here.
He's been turned into a clock hand.
Save me, please, before the clock strikes 12.
Your time is up, Putero. Soon this world will be plunged into eternal starkers.
I hope you mean eternal darkness.
Don't you cowardly chicken!
You're in no position to call anyone yellow, Mr. Pink.
Come on, you cock-doodle doofus.
I'll shred you nothing!
He flew the coop! After him!
My wing!
That's it! Now chop off the other one!
But the clock hands were lurching ever closer to midnight. If Kuturo didn't hurry, the crazed Chanticleer wouldn't be the half of his problems.
Stop messing about, you fool! Did Calabrus choose you or not? Undo the ropes that are binding me!
How can we with this cockatiel in the way?
Give it up! Couple of ugly
Don't let him get away!
Stop!
Yeah, nice work!
However, the clock hands now teetered just a few tick-tocks away from the sinister stroke of 12.
What?
Only brave Kuturo could avert the impending crisis.
We're
Hold on.
doomed.
I need to do
Midnight
something.
is upon us. There is no hope. The world will end. I should never have put my faith in a couple of...
Shut up! We're gonna save you, so just chill out, okay?
That's what you think. Ah, the proverbial gloves are off.
Alright, and I just needed to do that real quick. Because I went to investigate a rooster, and I saw a head fall off the side of the map. So...
Don't you
gotta do it over.
chicken.
There we go.
You're in no position to call anyone.
And we lost the head immediately.
Pink.
Come on, you puppet.
That's alright, we at least have it,
I'll shred you nasty
marked.
things to tiny pieces.
Go. One hit.
He flew the coop! After him! That's it! Now chop off the other one!
But the clock hands were lurching ever closer to midnight. If Kuturo didn't hurry, the crazed Chanticleer wouldn't be the half of his problems.
Stop messing about, you fool! Did Calabrus choose you or not? Undo the ropes that are binding me!
Don't let him get away! Yeah, nice work!
However, the clock hands now teetered just a few tick-tocks away from the sinister stroke of 12. Only brave Kuturo could avert the impending crisis.
We're doomed! Midnight is upon us! There is no hope! The world will end! I should never have put my faith in a couple of...
Shut up! We're gonna save you, so just chill out, okay?
That's what you think. Ah, the proverbial gloves are off. Here I come!
Almost there. Let's pluck this turkey till he sings.
How is he still flying? I guess same way how we can fly in the first place. Magic.
Finish him!
He's on the ropes!
My beautiful plumage! I'll make a rotisserie out of you!
Look out, lad! Destroy his wing! Marvelous, a timely hit! Hurry! Time is running out! Yes! Well done.
Moonstone shard, check. Clock under control, check. Nice job, Kitaro.
Hello? What are you doing? I'm over here. Would you help me, please? Thank you!
Hold on, we're coming.
Wrong again! Come on, out with me.
No!
What? No, you can't!
Monkey saw his chance and seized it. As the clock struck 12, Dreamtime lurched into its darkest, most terrifying hour.
Kitaro, look! The Earth!
You see, Kotaro? Now children everywhere will be locked in an inescapable nightmare. Their souls will be ripe for the harvest. They will make my master invincible.
Dragon, come forth!
Dragon.
Open the gateway to Earth! Bring me those children's souls!
Kuturo's victory over Rooster felt empty. He should have known Monkey wouldn't play fair. And now that the damage was done, he was powerless to stop the long night to come. Even in the land of time, there was no changing the past. With the help of Calibrus, Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kuturo! The souls he freed were homeward bound.
404, souls not found. You have to do curtain 3.
The land of time's clock tower had struck midnight, plunging all of Earth's children into an endless nightmare. And worse yet, the Moon Bear King had sent Dragon to harvest their souls. Act 6 is getting messy indeed.
We have to have an all is lost moment in any hero's journey. There's only one head to find.
Now back to Kuturo's tale. Dragon had been called forth from his celestial roost to bring judgment down upon all who dared to defy his ruthless master. And it was none other than Dragon who spirited away the souls of children each night on the tyrant's behalf. That's right. Dragon was part of the reason Kuturo got dragged into this mess in the first place. But now, the stakes were much higher. The souls of every last boy and girl on Earth. Having parted the heavens and opened a portal to Earth, Dragon set to work harvesting the souls of children from the coils of their nightmares.
Dragon! Bring me those souls right now!
I've never seen so many at once. If the Moon Bear King devours all those, we'll have a disaster on our hands. Not only will I not rule the moon, he'll rule the whole darn universe. Come on, Kotaro! Up to it! Stop that monster!
Kuturo watched Dragon soar off with a host of children's souls in his wake.
Hurry, Kataro! We can't let him reach the Black Castle! Put it in high gear!
With Picarina at his side, Kuturo hopped astride the newly emancipated Mr. Pink and raced after General Dragon. By some miracle, they caught up.
We have to stop him!
Hold on!
Dark clouds hung heavy over the Black Castle as General Dragon hurtled home as fast as he could. Mr. Pink skimmed along the dragon's back as Kuturo held on tight.
I suppose now would be a good time to lay down the facts. Well, there's nothing to lay them on, but metaphorically speaking, you see, I'm primarily an academic. I look after a big clock for a living.
Man, if I knew spicy food would shut him up, I would have ordered some buffalo wings hours ago.
Dashingly, Mr. Pink leapt over Dragon's blade-like fin. Bolts of lightning struck and missed. Storm clouds shot in vain. Nothing could stop them as they raced up the writhing dragon's back to the heavens.
Use the balloon to jump.
Mr. Pink flapped so hard, his wings looked ready to snap. Whence came this passion? Was it rage toward the Moon Bear King for using him as a clock hand? Was it a sense of justice, a need to undo his mistakes?
Nope. You have to start over, G. I didn't... See, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I died. So, if you could start over, that'd be great.
use the balloon to jump.
Mr. Pink flapped so hard, his wings looked ready to snap. Whence came this passion? Was it rage toward the Moon Bear King for using him as a clock hand? Was it a sense of justice, a need to undo his mistakes?
Well, it's damnable bad luck is what it is. What do you mean, my mistakes? I'm not the one who broke the clock. Besides, the warranty ran out ages ago.
That's right! Damn the lightning death that was raining down on him. Mr. Pink was determined to set things right.
That's not what I said. Don't fabricate stories.
General Dragon tore across the sky with his sinister prize in tow. Soon, he would deliver all these children to his master.
Oh, my gracious, lad, what have you done? Which is to say, what are you doing with my head? There can't be two of yours, truly, unless... Yes, of course, I see everything is perfectly clear. Oh, man, let's get right down to it.
Down to what? Where are you going?
The bonus stage.
So, you think you can go beak to beak with old GMT? That is to say, Galahad with Mulberry times a wasting, aka Mr. Pink, in the field of gentlemanly rhetoric. Fiddlesticks! While I salute your linguistic limberness and duly note a certain congruence in our countenances, purely inconsequential, mind you, I find you woefully presumptuous to presume your words are half as sumptuous or as scintillating as mine. And though no doubt you mean to match me with resourceful riposte, would it be fair to assume that? Because I generally don't like jumping to conclusions. They lead to confusion. And hold on a moment, am I talking to myself? As in my real self, not the alter self from you by which I've been presented? You know, you ought to relish this chance to have a literal and not at all figurative internal monologue, even if it's really my monologue and not yours. But really, what's the difference as long as you've got a lawn ornament for a head? Or, wait, I suppose this is a symbolic gesture, you know, like you're non-metaphorically cutting through all the B and or S and or other letters I'm abstractly expectorating in your general direction.
With no head of his own to talk back with, Kuturo decided to let Calibris do all the punctuating.
And you should be ashamed of yourself, prattling on.
Finally, Kuturo managed to cut Mr. Pink's viciously verbose soliloquizing short. General Dragon tore across the sky with his sinister prize in tow. Soon, he would deliver all these children to his master.
Hurry! You want the Moon Bear King to gobble up the soul of every last kid on Earth?
You say hurry like I'm not already hurrying, which I am, by the way, but I am a flamingo in case you haven't noticed.
Flamingo power!
Mr. Pink's body coursed with the hot, holy justice of capsaicin. The bird's heart and muscles swelled with new purpose after every massive, peppery kick. A cyclone tossed Kuturo into the path of lightning and rain, but these and more he cut in twain. Either the clock tower disaster or General Dragon's own power had triggered a great cataclysm. Volcanoes exploded in a salvo of magma destruction as fireballs rained down from above.
Choke of death! Incoming!
Kuturo picked up speed, bounded along the balloons, and rocketed right through the eruption.
Don't I get any credit?
Our hero sliced through rain and dodged bolts of lightning as he tamed a vicious storm.
We need to get through these clouds!
It's your head that's in the clouds if you expect me to fly when I can't even see where I'm going, which would be just like you, actually.
What the?
What? What?
Now this is first class travel. Don't judge a fowl by its feathers, I guess.
We're flying on a rubber chicken. I guess. Go.
That's it! Love it! Clean up!
Boss fight begin.
Only once Kuturo had done a little surgery did the proud and powerful dragon finally give
Did
him
you
a time
seriously
death.
just cut off my tail? Tell me you didn't just cut off my tail, because that is just... Don't even make me spell out the dookie you're in right now!
Watch the left!
I love this voice for Dragon. Oh.
That ain't nothing!
Got him! I grew up with the sun, and you're trying to burn me? Right.
Yeah, right. I'll just smash you instead.
Watch the left! That's it! Almost there!
Our hero dodged searing balls of fire and danced between dragons' razor-sharp scales as they battled atop the clouds.
Huh?
Ah, whoa, kid! You bother me!
He's on the run! Cut along his body to catch up!
Calabrus was tougher than steel, and Kuturo was gaining ground on Dragon in no time.
I said beat it! Hey!
Cat, go ahead and run! You're just too chicken to fight Kitaro, coward!
You want to just let me finish this job for the Bear Father, huh? I just gotta drop off these souls, and then I can tear you into weeny little pieces, okay?
Kitaro, drag his body down!
Oh, you're begging for some heart.
Almost there!
You're begging for some heart. Oh, you're really busting my scales here.
Hey! Are you a dragon or a fraidy cat? After him, Kitaro!
Kuturo sliced right through Dragon's thunderclouds as he raced across the ether.
This This is my sky, my clouds. You don't get to be a wise guy with me.
Oh, great! Now we've upgraded to full-on dragon breath.
That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing.
So long, slicers!
Oh, you're begging for some hurt. You wiggly rats. You're dead meat.
This guy's a train wreck. Just a little more.
Kuturo clipped through clouds and lunged over lightning bolts. He has
Look
a
out for the
storm
gap
to
in the
settle with
clouds.
dragon.
You've got a dragon to catch. Whoa! Oh, he's after us! Slam him, Kataro!
You smart Alex. I'm just getting started. Let's see if those scissors you used against my pals can smoke a dragon. Die! Ah! Oh, so you want some juice? That what you want? Have some of this! What? Hold still, pipsqueak! Ah! You fight good! But I ain't giving up my piece of the boss's moonstone, not to nobody! You can kiss the earth, and your little adventure, goodbye!
Hold it right there! I've had enough of your bullying and that stupid accent! Don't you make me go full Picarina on you! Kataro, you may be from Earth, but you're our hero! I know you can win! You can beat him!
Ah! What? Hey! Oh! All right, kid. Let's settle this like men! Dragon Man, bring it on! You got me.
Yes! We did it! Kataro, you are one stellar superhero.
After an epic battle, the wicked dragon had been slain, and the souls of the children were free once again.
Kataro, another piece of the puzzle! Just one more card! And Monkey's business is no match for ours. Hey! Wait just a solar second! We beat Dragon, what gives?
You're too late. All you did was ensure the gateway between the Earth and Moon stays open. Now, I need only wait.
Soon the Moon Bear King would possess a more terrible power than ever.
But Kotaro risked everything to stop the dragon. It can't have been for nothing. No, it's too soon to give up. We've still got the Moon Goddess. If we put the Moonstone back together, we can bring her back too. And with her on our side, that half-baked grizzly is toast. We've got to stay positive. Let's go find Monkey and make him cough up that last piece.
That's right. You'll get your goddess. Now would you just hurry up?
Goddess or no goddess, the tyrant's too strong now. If we get the Moonstone back, Mew should send Kotaro home where he belongs.
Don't be crazy. Why would I ever do that? Kotaro is our last hope, especially mine. You release me! Let me go right now!
I've got you now, man. You stuck that warty nose of yours in my business for the last time!
Yowzers, this is terrible.
With the dragon down and one Moonstone shard to go, Kutaro was certainly on a roll. But with the witch in the tyrant's clutches and the power of countless souls at stake, it seemed the rolling would be uphill from here on out.
Whoa.
With the help of Calibrus, Kutaro defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kutaro! The souls he freed were homeward bound.
I want to do the next act right away, but it's the last one. I'm gonna save that for Friday. We can end the game at the end of the week. In the meantime, let's do some picture books and hit collection. Let's start with the picture book because it's probably gonna be a bit of a bummer. Oh, it's Mr. Pink. I do like this character.
Mr. Pink gets a new job. Galahagrid Mulberry times a Westin, eminent scholar of all things clockological, was out of a job. The Land of Time's massive clock, which was supposed to tick its tock for all eternity, had zonked out after just an eon. The Sticky Wicket was finding a replacement clock hand, something that mystastical would never turn up. Galahagrid, better known as Mr. Pink, flew home to his wife and child in low spirits. "Get another job, you lout!" the missus shouted supportively. "Junior needs shoes!" Poor Mr. Pink had no time to mourn the loss of his beloved clock. No, starting tomorrow, every waking hour would belong to the great job hunt. Well, more like great sodding mess, as it turned out. Without the almighty clock to guide them, the Land of Time's populace had gone bonkers. Everyone was either working himself silly or sitting on his duff, drinking tea. Poor Mr. Pink got yelled at for bustling too slow and for relaxing too fast. There was just no place for steady, meticulous work. He got sacked his first day on the job. Back at home, Mr. Pink discovered his wife could turn new, frightening shades of red, and his son shrieked out a melody of death. Perhaps he would need to look into a longer commute. What with the price of fuel, he decided to haul it to the coast on foot. He was hoping to find work on the docks, but quickly discovered he wasn't up to the heavy lifting. Fortunately, the port was raided by the most aggressive of employers, pirates. Our intrepid bird inquired about any openings. And make no mistake, he looked sharp in his new job as the captain's sword. He was ready to bring home some serious bacon. Well, that outlook changed when he saw what he was up against. The other guys had steel swords. He'd heard of swashbuckling, but nobody mentioned he'd be doing all the buckling. Home Mr. Pink went, and his wife had kittens. Well, more like a baby. While he was gone, the number of mouths to feed had gone up 33%. Mr. Pink crossed maintain dignity off his list of objectives. And actually, his new cotton candy stick gig didn't turn out to be so bad. No heavy lifting. All he had to do was hold himself straight. Sure, he was diabetic, his nose tickled, and he had to take a licking, but he could deal with it. Sadly, they trashed him the moment he got too fat. Poor Mr. Pink. Home sweet home. Had someone stapled his wife's eyebrows into that position? Do children always sound this mean when they laugh? Did he even have this many children? Mr. Pink's mind swam with troubling questions as he sought work overseas. One village was hiring wrestlers. After being hired for his sheer audacity, Mr. Pink stood in the ring. He walked away with not even enough fight money to pay his hospital bills. They pitted him against the champ just for shock appeal. After a painful stretch of rehabilitation, Mr. Pink returned home to find the place deserted. How cruel fate was. He longed to see his true love again. And so he climbed the clock tower. A lifetime of clockological study had been poured into this timepiece. Mr. Pink's blood, sweat, and tears. Why did some higher power have to mess everything up? It just wasn't fair. Then, out of nowhere, a rogue gust of wind snatched him off the tower. He watched the ground vanish beneath him. There was no fighting it. His wings were still recovering, and his heart was beyond recovery. Smack! Mr. Pink crashed into his beloved clock face. For better or for worse, fate had intervened, but his poor birdie body felt as though it might never move again. Enough, he whimpered.
Mr. Pink, you mustn't torment yourself.
It was the moon goddess speaking directly to him.
I don't mean to question you, milady, but why exactly not?
Make no mistake, said the goddess.
You are jobless, friendless, and your family has rejected you. You are hopelessly inflexible when it comes to rules. You have flabby muscles. Your combat ability is laughable. You have zero stage presence, and you can't even relax on a professional level. You are a borderline obsessive clockologist who is self-disciplined to a fault. All you know how to do is stand up straight. For most intents and purposes, you are utterly useless.
Mr. Pink blinked back tears as the goddess continued.
But try to look on the bright side.
Was there a bright side in all that?
You still don't see the world has a perfect job for you.
What job is that? Mr. Pink replied.
A clock hand.
At long last, Mr. Pink, goddess bless him, had found his true calling.
That is so sad. Why is this game just so sad with the picture books? It's only the picture books that they get this tragic. Here we go. Hit collection. Clock. One of the Land of Time's many vaunted magical wind-up alarm clocks. The intricate gears are meant to be showy, but they don't actually lock together in any meaningful way. Magic does all the spinning. The alarm bell is so loud it knocks people unconscious mere seconds after waking them up. Star. A devious invader from the planet Astris. Because he has no neck, his entire body has been misappropriated as a head. While this conveniently allows him to pursue his moon invasion agenda undetected, he's struggling to work out the logistics of firing a death laser while attached to someone else. Playing cards. Deck of playing cards by the leading moon brand Unicycle. The card faces magically change to match their owner. General Rabbit's deck features Moon Bear Kings, Goddess Queens, and Kuturo as the Jacks. The Joker, of course, is the Moon Witch. For some reason, the deck has 5 aces of spades. Rabbit. An invisible bunny who assists with, well, more like runs, General Rabbit's magic shows. Despite Bunny's mastery of all magic, the audience never knows he's there. Does he care? Stay out of the limelight and life won't give you lemons, sagely offers. I mean, I'm not talking about fruit. Topiary. A fearsome predator whose spores cling to animals like pollen, eventually cover the skin, propagating like moss or fungus. After germinating, they encase the victim in greenery and gradually begin sucking it dry of nutrients. Only external intervention can save the shrubified victim. Ladybug. Popular means of private air travel in the moon realm. On warm spring days, young people can be spotted riding their ladybugs into the countryside for a picnic. However, ladybug piloting requires training and experience. Tragic shake-offs occur every year. Remember, get a license first. I like how the spots are all moon crescents. Triceratops, an herbivorous lunar dinosaur. They maintain the reputation of a peaceful creature. Not true. Lunar triceratops are vicious reptiles who rapidly reproduce via mitosis and raise the plains, murdering every last shrub and root with their powerful murder horns. In the moon realm, they are hated vermin. Gargoyle, a ghastly flyer who turns all who meet gaze to stone. Gargoyles once ruled the skies and reduced mortals to quivering puddles of fear until the invention of the mirror. Today, it is mortals who wield the whip of terror and feckless, self-petrified gargoyles who sit upon rooftops as stern warnings. rooster. An egg-laying rooster with a wide white whistle. This transpultory miracle was engineered by a farmer who realized he could get twice as much tender meat and double the eggs this way. The hen was quickly phased out of lunar existence. Downside, mornings on moon farms are now twice as noisy. I have no words. Mr. An odd fellow became a stand-up comic despite holding a doctorate in literature and philosophy. He does great impressions of annoying people, which is how he landed the part of Mr. But he sees the role as too sophisticated. If I wanted to pretend I was smart, I would have stayed in academia. Finally, dragon. A genuine dragon lighter. An intense flame stays lit in harsh weather, but handled with care, it occasionally spews actual fireballs. Lighter sales were General Dragon's bread and butter until his business went into the red. Now he steals the souls of children to make ends meet, keeping his DL job on the DL. Well, I think in our quest to complete, we'll start in Moonwood. We're missing 4 heads here, most I believe. Then we can move on to getting this head, which I think is a jellyfish. That's just going to be a bit tedious to figure out the trial and error of where to investigate. Act 3 has a few heads. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I know one of them just needs us to use the guitar in the right place. That just means we need to stay alive. Act 5 is complete. And Act 6 we have just done needs 3 more. Shouldn't be too tough either. I think I want to try and get all of the heads in these areas first, before we do Act 7. Missing 2 heads in curtain 2.
And so
Let's
the
begin.
story continues. Ever since the goddess had vanished from her throne, the denizens of the Moonwood had hardly slept a wink. But then they received a visitor. A single small...
Sorry to interrupt, but we have seen this before.
Well,
Oh. Well, let's listen to the song again.
the Moonwood is a mess, all right. But where's General Rat? There's still no sign of him. At least it's nice here. Finally a place on the moon that's not crazy. Hey, Kataro. Even if you clobber that rat and get the Moonstone Shard, you better not give it to the witch. I mean it. Seriously, that witch? She's just using you so she can get her grubby hands on the Moonstone. Or worse.
Oh, yes, dearie. Give me the Moonstone. And your brains.
Who knows what she'll do with that kind of power? You should leave the Moonstone with me. I can keep it safe.
What? You wouldn't dare! That dipsqueak is even more shady than I am.
Can it, Crone? No comments from the imaginary peanut gallery. Be honest, Kataro. Do you still not trust me? Because I think I could tell you something that might change your mind. Ready for this? My daddy is the sun. I know, it's like tragic. I'm a princess. I'm royalty. Then the Moon Bear King hits me with one lousy flash of magic. And suddenly, I'm just royally tiny. What? What's that look? I'm serious. I'm the Sun Princess. Princess. What? Hey! Stop that!
We're so blessed, yes we're blessed. The princess of the sun is here. We're so blessed, yes, yes, yes. The princess of the sun.
No! Don't you dare go Sondheim on me! Oh my gosh, I will eclipse you! That's it! This Saturday morning cartoon is over! See, Kataro? I'm completely trustworthy. Harmless as a kitten.
And so, with the vows of friendship renewed, Kotaro and Picarina, Princess of the Sun, continued their quest to find the shattered moonstone.
Never gets old.
And now for Lake Cedrus.
Kotaro and Picarina were still hot on the rat's tail when they reached the edge of a dim and darksome lake.
Oh, please, someone, anyone, help! Save me from my predicament! Mayday! Mayday!
They heard the shrill cries of a damsel in distress.
Help! Oh, please, help! Somebody save us! Our mama went crazy! Our mama went
Did you
crazy.
know that frogs are low in calories and contain high efficiency protein? Beauty in every bite.
Oh, is she eating her own kids? For real?
Living in the lake were adorable little creatures known as the Kapagairu, but the rat's toxin had triggered a most unpleasant metamorphosis, and the few Kapagairu who dodged that bullet now faced extinction at the hands of their psychopathic relative.
Time for some calisthenics.
Give me a break.
In days of yore, the moon goddess herself took holidays to the lake, but you wouldn't know it now, unless her idea of a day off was frightful fishes, freakish frogs, and phantasmal vistas. Once, this very taiko drum boomed and blammed as the Kapagairu fested their festivals. Now, the tune had changed.
Done this one? I mean, I know we've done it before we completed it. Was worth giving it another play.
Watch joy!
Just be sure.
Joy!
Hey, are they having a festival?
Watch joy! Watch joy!
Oh, baby, I love festivals. Woohoo!
Watch joy! Watch joy!
How many festivals do you know of that are held underwater? When it's a bountiful harvest you're praying for, nothing butters up your gods and ancestors better than lugging around heavy portable shrines. A particularly rowdy festival usually climaxed with Kapagairu romping about in the dark, forging romances and finding creative ways to increase the Kapagairu population.
I don't remember that. Glad I did it, so we don't have to do it again.
Can you just picture it? The pristine water, like glass, nestled in a vast kingdom of green. It was the perfect getaway for two young lovers. The grass by the lake, soft upon the buttocks. Well, let's just say it was a very memorable honeymoon, even for a man full of memorable stories. But those vividly luscious days are lost, like frogs in a blender. When you get as old as me, and the days grow as weary and predictable as they do, you too will be longing for grass on your buttocks. You mark my words.
What is this? A statue? Looks like one of the Moai. Or is it supposed to be Buddha? Look out! It's an army of, arms!
Many believe he was given all these arms so that he could come to the rescue of countless worlds.
Well, could he start with our world? Just saying.
Kuturo pressed on, unflinching, across the dangerous lakes, mossy rocks, and aquatic reeds, slashing at the petals on the wind as if composing a wordless poem. Onward our hero sloshed, noting with every sploosh that the rat's purple poison had been splotched all over the place like putrid paint.
Once. I was beautiful once.
Did you shut up once? different about the middle
Lantern.
lantern. It almost looks like one of those paper ones. Huh? What are those? Lantern ghosts?
Will it be? Prepare for death.
Ugh, yuck! Good thing I fly fast.
At the heart of Lake Cedrus, Kuturu.
Curse that rat! Look at what I have become! I am a tragedy in the midst of unfolding.
I hate to pick on the old trout, but aim for that brainless head of hers. It's open! Toss a bomb in! Yes! There you go! She's getting away! After her!
What? That wasn't very fair.
Ah, you monsters! I only wanted to be beautiful!
Says the dimwit who ate her children. Go on, Katara. Blow her head off again. Snap out of it, lady.
Day after day after day, saddled by croaking sprogs. It wasn't always like this. I was right, I'll... Can you blame me for taking the rat's medicine? Can you? The rat spell? It's broken? Oh, at last! My former splendor will be restored!
We are gonna skip this scene though.
A very good day to you, sir and madam. What an honor it is to meet the one and only Mother and Father Cedar.
Aren't you polite? And well spoken, too.
Make yourself at home. You're the talk of the forest, don't you know? They're all raving about that elixir. What's it you've got?
Ah, yes, the elixir. It cures any ailment.
Yep. Mushroom time again. fix this, but it hasn't done anything.
But you are both still so juvenacious. Surely you are having no need for such physics or interventions.
Oh, listen to you.
When you've got as much mileage as us, you start to develop certain, well, issues.
Do tell, sir.
Well, one of us is a little FAT.
Ah, I see. But you do not seem so flumpy to me.
I'm not the one of us with the problem. Catch my drift?
Indeed I do. I shall make your wife slender and supple again.
Ah, here's something. Hey!
Well, while you're catching his drift,
Yes, madam?
do you smell that?
Why, yes, madam. What is that fragrance?
It's not me. Guess who it is?
No. Oh, we
Say
lost
no
our
more.
acorn.
I can make your husband's crag smell as fresh as the cool breeze. All you're needing is this Glum Miraculix here. Here, allow me to gift you with this limited time free sample.
That's not an acorn.
You must not tell my other customers.
What? Hello? I want to load an act, reload the level from the middle, and see if we can get the acorn head where it needs to be.
The Moonstone was Kuturo's only ticket home to Earth. Newly armed with the ninja's bombacious... Now back to Kuturo's tale.
A very good day to you, Sacred Madam. What an honor it is to meet the one and only Mother and Father Cedar.
Aren't you polite and well spoken too?
Make yourself at home. You're the talk of the forest, don't you know? They're all raving about that elixir. What's it you got?
Ah, yes, the elixir. It cures any ailment. Do tell, sir.
Well, one of us is a little F-A-T.
Ah, I see. But you do not seem so plumpy to me.
I'm not the one of us with the problem. Catch my drift?
Indeed I do. I shall make your wife slender and supple again.
Can we get another acorn head this way? Yes, we can. Right. Push this, just in case we mess up.
Well, while you're catching his drift,
Yes, madam?
do you smell that?
Why,
Mess up
yes,
with that.
madam. What is that fragrance?
It's not me. Guess who it is?
Say you no more. I can make your husband's crag smell as fresh as the cold breeze.
Seriously? Again? No, it might just be easier if we do a KO.
A very good day to you, sir and madam. What an honor it is to meet the one and only mother and father Cedar.
Aren't you polite and well spoken too?
Make yourself at home. You're the talk of the forest, don't you know? They're all raving about that elixir. What's it you've got?
Ah, yes, the elixir. It cures any ailment. Do tell, sir.
Well, one of us is a little F-A-T.
Ah, I see. But you do not seem so plumpy to me.
I'm not the one of us with the problem. Catch my drift?
Indeed I do.
Well, while you're catching his drift,
Yes, madam?
do you smell that?
Why, yes, madam. What is that fragrance?
It's not me. Guess who it is?
Say no more. I can make your husband's crag smell as fresh as the cold breeze. All you're needing is this.
Here we go, finally.
Elixir.
Right, acorn head.
Here, allow me to gift you this limited time free sample. But you must not tell my other customers.
Somebody call 911.
And now, the Moonwood is doomed!
Oh! Cease! Desist! Will no one get this?
Alright, here we go.
His treachery laid
We have
bare.
a rat here to
Rats
get.
sprayed Mother and Father Cedar with their own molten violent groom.
Silly shrubberies. Your forest is belonging to the Moon Bear King now.
A few well-placed bombs should blow all that goop off.
Have a free sample.
Hey.
Now get it off my husband! Quickly!
What? How did I miss both times? Alright, one more, please. There we go.
I am slashing prices.
Don't forget to do the misses, too.
How daring of you!
You. Yes, we can do that.
Thank you, dears. We feel better already.
I cursed you.
What? Ah, there goes the head.
Now, Kataro! Take Calibris and cut his jetpack open!
Hello? There we go. Yep, here we go. Found head rat. Woo! We should just leave. Battle against Snake.
Rats callous. Let us continue our adventure.
Two heads to get. And also there's stuff involving
General Snake's body
the hook,
course.
that I remember that we didn't do the first time because we didn't have the hook.
After his narrow escape from the jaws of General Snake, Kutaro tumbled to a stop at the tip of the serpent's tail.
Come on, Kataro. Let's go rap on this reptile's head. Poison! Careful there! What a beautiful, and then boom! Just like that. Instant desert.
Indeed. What caused this tragedy? Was it rapid and reckless industrialization? Lax forest management? Inadequate environmental laws? Perhaps we all need to take a long, hard look at...
Hello? We already know Snake's toxin is responsible. What story are you telling?
And cheese pyramid?
Ooh, a pyramid!
Because we need to use
Wait a
rat.
sec. That's a block of cheese.
Well, of course. The pyramid is made of moon, the moon is made of cheese, there's cheese inside the rat's inside the snake, and some young ladies ought to stop nitpicking and stay on task. Kutaro dashed along the length of Snake's undulating body, skipping over spines, blowing off a scale or two, ploughing past poison, cutting through clouds, and wasting a few waves of sand.
Careful you don't get shaken off!
What?
There, Kataro! There's the real pyramid!
It was the spitting image of Earth's own architectural wonder. What secrets lay within? Tomb of an ancient moon pharaoh? Perhaps a malicious mummy just waiting to wake from its slumber.
You? Our own money?
A horde of embalmed escorts poured out of the pyramid, ready to take Kutaro to the city of the dead. Because no one knows how to get chummy like a mummy.
Bonus stage.
The thing to remember about mummies is that they're people who want to live forever. They seek longevity in the world to come. What, eh? You want to make your own? Oh, you. Very well. Step 1, find a fresh corpse. Step 2, wash said corpse and remove internal organs. Step 3, leave out to dry in the desert sun. Step 4, gently wrap moisture-free corpse in bandages. Step 5, pass mummy among friends and cover it with secret hieroglyphs for archaeologists to puzzle over in the millennia to come.
Yikes! This one's still fresh. Oh, it's a yummy mummy.
No comment.
General Snake's toxin had already killed off a third of the Moonwood, and would soon reach Mother and Father Cedar's haven at the heart of the forest.
If the toxin reaches the cedars, it's all over. We've got to whack the snake now, before the whole Moonwood dies.
General Snake's toxin had already killed off a third of the Moonwood, and would soon reach Mother and Father Cedar's haven at the heart of the forest.
If the toxin reaches the cedars, it's all over. We've got to whack the snake now, before the whole Moonwood dies. I could seriously do with some new scenery. Snake, clouds, desert, more snake. Ugh. Whoa! Are we there yet? Are we even at his shoulders? Does he have shoulders? Anybody? Oh, come on! Where is the stupid snake's head?
All of a sudden, the stupid snake's head came into sight.
Ah! We're done for!
Brace yourselves.
It was down the hatch with Kutaro and Picorina, and into the endless contorted bowels of the foul fiend.
Well, we're alive. But look at all this toxin. One wrong step and
Help! I cannot swim! Please! I know my jigging is up. Ow! Oh, get off! You're too heavy! Oh, make it stop!
Whatever snake had lunched upon earlier, it came floating along now in the form of broken bones and brains. Even these would soon be digested and absorbed.
I am melting! I am being digested!
silence! Oh,
Please, Ow! I'm not liking the taste of my own medicine. It's in my eyes. Ugh. What is this trickling up my nose?
Wish I could get the scene.
sucking it.
Kutaro rode General Rat
Interactive,
down the
so-
serpent's slimy channels, grateful for the first and last time that his conveyance was full of hot air.
Help! Never fear! Picorina is here!
Thank you so much. I shall never forget. Oh!
Holy cow! Did you see that? The ungrateful little... just croaked on us.
You monster! Please, Master Kutaro, throw the wicked Pixie in and save me instead. Show some compassion! Ah, please, no!
Shut it, you gerbil. Kataro's trying to concentrate. Here comes the exit.
Wait! You need me! You cannot spell strategy without Rat! Don't go!
They had done it! From tail to testins, gut to gullet, Kutaro had floated his way up Snake. They had just passed the creature's throat. Wouldn't be long now.
Go, Kataro! Freedom! We did it! Now, Kataro!
Hey, we got a snake head. It's kind of cute. Unlike Snake.
Let's finish him off!
This time, I will chew. Hold still.
Way to go, Kataro! That's Moonstone Shard number 3!
Now it turns out the Moon Witch had been watching Kuturo's adventures through a magic mirror within the White Castle.
That's a boy! I picked a winner, all right. You see that?
Alright, that's no. That's Moonwood done? Or should be. Let's check that head collection. Beautiful. Right, let's look. Acorn. The wise king of the Acorn realm. As rightful heir to the Quercus dynasty of yore, he rules over House Mesobalanus and the Grand Quercian states Ceres, Protobalanus, and Lobote. Yet, while Acorndom is his to command, the shadow of tragedy hangs over them all in the form of their arch enemy, Emperor Squirrel. Rat. A general rat figurine which sells like hotcakes in the rat race shopping channel. The fact that it doesn't resemble its sleazy namesake in the slightest may be a large part of the appeal. Everyone wanted black, but for some reason, that sold out first. The fine print reads, "They contain plum miraculixer." Mummy, a rare mummified hunk of cheese from ancient cheese dip. While the shriveled contents have lost none of their flavor, supermarkets refuse to carry cheese mummies. Historians believe cheese dip fell shortly after the pharaoh of another ancient civilization filed a patent suit over mummification. Funny Snake, a sock puppet fashioned after General Snake. One popular Moon Realm comedian used it in a side-splitting snake charming skit, which had the Moon Bear King in tears. Snake himself was far less amused. The king didn't improve his general's mood by visiting the basement and attempting to reenact the performance. There's one head left in Act 3, which I think we might be able to get. 3 heads in Act 4. Still don't know about this one. Maybe there's more to it. Act 5 is done. Act 6, save for later, I think. Something I don't think. In Act 2,
And
Act
so
3,
the story
Curtain 2.
continues. Down in the depths lived a plethora of mind... As our brave little...
Oh, my poor, delicious subject.
He seems pretty depressed, huh? Hey, squid dudes! Are you gonna take us to where the Kraken is? You are? Well, of course you are!
You must save my ocean! My scrumptious Ika and Uni! My Akura and Abby! And especially my Toro! Oh, and don't forget the Anago and Hotante! And all the other edible white fishes and other fishes!
He sure knows his sushi menu. That's my kind of god. I think the squid on point is showing us the way. Attaboy! Give that squid a cookie! These shrimp snacks really rev up Squiddy's engine. Lucky, I would give anything for one mouth-watering meal. I can't get my mind off all that delicious sushi. Or maybe some calamari.
Kutaro was on on track to finding the Kraken and stealing back the God of the Sea's trident. It was a worthy cause. Picarina could picture the clam bakes already.
Hey, we're not in this for the seafood. We're in it for some big fat moonstone sharks. Oh, I mean, we're in it because it's like the right thing to do, yeah?
Nice try, darling. The God of the Sea's squid carried Kutaro even deeper into the Kraken's briny lair. They had plenty to contend with between a smack of freewheeling jellyfish, treacherous spikes in the terrain, and rocks sharp enough to shave with. As he went deeper into the trench, Kutaro noticed the marine life was getting just a little bit more freaky. Just then, a ferocious fish with a built-in headlight and a nasty set of gnashers decided to crash Kutaro's cruise.
It's an anglerfish!
Kutaro was in hot water of his own. One after another, he was beset by murderous deep-sea menaces.
A crab! Oh, I love crab! Oh, but I love everything! This is tearing me apart! I want crab, I want anglerfish! Why can't I have the whole menu?
The menu was tearing Kutaro apart too, but he fought on, hoping to reach the Kraken soon. The jellyfish, as it turned out, were on the good guy's side. Sure, they didn't know kung fu, but they were masters at just sort of floating there, which made them perfect stepping stones for Kutaro.
Thanks, jellyfish! I salute you!
There it is. Jellyfish heads get.
At long last, Kutaro reached the ocean's darkest depths. With sunlight out of the picture and oily goop mucking up the water, the whole place...
Giant anglerfish incoming!
The oil slick had worked its tricks and morphed this fishy fiend into an impossible size. The battered remains of a sunken ship lay on the ocean floor. Just then, a giant tentacled menace appeared. It was a squirrel intimidating.
Squiddle? Swig! That was incredible!
Wasn't it?
Of course, I
At
missed
long
the jump.
last, Kuturo
Now he
reached the
started
ocean's
over.
darkest depths. Sunlight out of the picture, and on
Lame.
Giant anglerfish incoming!
the oil slick had worked its tricks and morphed this fishy fiend into an impossible size. The battered remains of a sunken ship lay on the ocean floor. A squadron of squids squiggled solemnly nearby, as if paying their respects to the souls the wreck had claimed.
This mast looks ready to teeter over. Are these baby jellyfish? Oh, they're so cute! Ooh, gotta love that trippy, translucent thing they... Hey! Where are you going?
Jellyfish, no!
Jellyfish, jellyfish, lucent and free. How graceful, how fair, there adrift in the sea. Why swish a fin? The fish have it worse. Why cling to rocks? That's a barnacle's curse. Food comes to you, you spawn as you please. The poison within you makes defense a breeze. Oh, what I'd give to do nothing so well.
I'm definitely gonna have to repay that one visit. Well, that's the last head for that area.
After being trapped on the Jolly Lamum,
I love that rhyme for the thing. The bonus stage. Jellyfish. A juicy delicacy with a smooth texture and chewy bite. At Trident Sushi, you can get it as either a plum-seasoned warship roll or an on-rice affair with yuzu and salt. Moon jellyfish know no greater honor than being sushified by the god of the sea himself, and pray every day to be plucked from the abyss. Such a great time. Try Act 4 as well. Okay. So the first one, we're just missing one head. That's probably a witch head.
two more pieces
But
of
I
moonstone
think
jingled in
more
Kuturo's pocket
complicated
as he
than
put the
just the
wreckage
head.
of pig,
Just
bull and horses drive-bys had left the wild waste.
trying to think. After 6 Luna Kazoos, you'll start feel the witch yourself. We tried just interacting with the witch 6 times with Luna Kazoo, and it was just a waste of time. Very annoying, and nothing happened. I wonder, how many times do we see the witch and can interact with her?
Now back to Kuturo's tale. You'll recall that even after the...
Skip these cutscenes to lead us to the Knight power tutorial. We might be able to mess with Esma then. See if she can we can annoy her into casting a spell.
This shield was a special one indeed, for within it still dwelled the power of the moon goddess's
couldn't
knight.
keep my paws
He
off.
whose valiant struggles ended in tragedy. At last, Kuturo had claimed the knight's powers.
Woohoo! Why, you've done it, you sweet little muffin. Try those powers out! Get out of the way! Don't interrupt while I'm explaining! Show cat! Lay off! Luna Kazoo!
Ah! Oh, let's look next. That's one Luna Kazoo.
Kuturo had
Maybe here?
Let us continue our adventure. At long last, well, Kuturo had taken the Moon Witch plunge, and now he found himself in a secluded grove in the Moonwood.
That hag is such a... Ugh. How are we gonna find one lousy rodent in a place this big?
Be done.
Now, bamboos generally tend to be upright citizens, but these stalks had grown fat. If I might share a bit of moon lore, have you heard this one? Once upon a time, there was a lineage of radiant moon princesses who began their lives as tiny babies inside bamboo stalks. But then, one of the princess's souls had a little mishap and wound up in a bamboo stalk on Earth by accident. Sort of the opposite of young Kuturo here.
A Koinobori streamer? And is that a panda? It's playing with the bamboo. That's so adorable. Hey, look! Bamboo shoot! Whoa! Look at that thing grow! Another Koinobori! This one's red.
Koinobori are an old tradition representing the carp as he swims his way up the waterfall to become a dragon. They're symbols of growing up healthy and strong.
I know. So, is this big panda the other fella's
The
mother,
rat's
or what?
purple goo had already fouled up the Moonwood's pristine water supply, transforming the local carp into ferocious demon fish who took none too kindly to trespassers.
Hey, you don't suppose the rat is hiding out upriver, at the top of the waterfall?
Almost.
Keep climbing and don't look down! Look out! Flying fish! Uh-oh! Here comes the kahuna! Wow! It's almost like pink snow. Is this pool for the streamers? Check out the cherry tree!
Nope. Just lightning fast playing through this level.
Whoa! The caterpillar just buttermorphed! You know, high fantasy really needs more butterfly riders. Thanks, butterfly. You're the dreamiest. Woohoo! We did it, Kataro. It's back to normal.
Now that Kuturo and Calibus had excised the darkness, the old cherry tree could go back to his usual agenda, standing tall, looking blooming radiant.
Here we go.
In the mystical cave behind the
How do we
waterfall,
get past this
our
magic?
hero stumbled upon a
Somebody
strange
doesn't want us
scroll
to have that
that could
scroll.
only be important. And that was how Kuturo acquired the ninja's powers.
Nin nin. Nin nin. Ninja! Splendid, Kutaro. Now you have the knight's powers. And then it... Oh! Who turned out the lights? Luna Candela! Funny. That usually works. Kutaro, use the ninja's powers to light up the cave. Pass off! We're training! I said shoo, Missy! That's it! Luna Kazoo!
Ninja decoy. Alright. Let's swap to I guess, Act 3. Curtain 3.
Now back to Kuturo's tale. With the snake's third piece of the moonstone in...
I think this is the... We see Esma at the start of the level, so... We can get this Lunakazoo out of the way. And keep going.
Our hero had fallen, quite literally, for a ruthless ruse. And now he found himself wriggling around in the darkness. From the briny smell and lurching floor, he knew he must be trapped inside a ship.
Release me, you horn! Release me, you hornswogglers! Ah! Not the larcenous barnacles I was expecting. Well, hoist high those chins, for ye have just liberated Captain Gaff hisself.
Kuturo spied a hook, that of the dread moon pirate,
A
one of the
sorcerous
goddess's
trick of
4
the
champions.
Moonbear King. Only Calabrus can cut through, lass. Scissor me timbers! The real Calabrus!
Brace yourselves, everyone.
Well, look who's obtained the pirate's powers. Let's use them to commandeer this ship. Lunar Dribble Swig! There. See the golden hook on the left of the helm? Use your hook claw to grab it! Buzz off, butterfly! Would you get out of my hair? That's it! Lunakazoo!
Ikarina, what happened to you? Turned into a... You're Paratina now. Sorry, I'll see myself out with that. There's another
Let us
tutorial
continue our
over
adventure.
here in the submarine.
Who needs cat?
Friend, ho! Is that Crab Claw Cove?
Alright, here we go.
I see you've powered up Calabrus, my sweet. Try cutting that. Hands off the inner tube! You're going to let all the air out. I can't swim, idiot! Lunakazoo!
Wait, it's a little diver
Cut
suit.
the fist bones, thick-skulled whelp. Stop! See how Calabrus changed color? Make another cut.
Alright, so that was the Lunakazoo as well. I'm trying to think. Do we see... Can we... annoy the witch in...
Kuturo
Act 1,
had
Scene
proven
1?
slicker than
I
the
know we do meet the witch in Act 1, Scene 1.
And so the story continues.
When she... the moment where, like, she tells us to get Calabrus. Let's get that real quick, and then tackle Act 4, Scene 1. Because it's quite a long way before we get to the tutorial there. And I don't want to replay that twice.
Lovely. Another dunce who left his head in the Moonbear King's belly. Listen, you're going to drop dead if you go without a head. And I'll be the one stuck with cleanup. Come on, let's find something else you can use. A substitute head. What's rattling? It's a head. This should... Hey, you're all set. Oh, and one other thing.
Oh, what a little darling. Welcome. Please make yourself at home. Go and bring it to me.
You'd better follow that fork. The witch doesn't take kindly to long waits.
Hurry
Watch that
up!
feisty fork. It's as wicked as the witch. Hey, I warned you.
Oh, you didn't like that one.
Remember to take the pass through that shimmering gateway to proceed to the back of the kitchen.
Now, make no mistake. Kuturo was not alone in his plight. The kitchen was already staffed by unfortunates whom the Moon Bear King had plucked from their beds. These children had been charged with keeping the fickle king fed, and it was a miserably hopeless task. After all, his appetite was as vast and insatiable as his lust for power.
Careful. There's this thing about fire and puppets. All those moon sparkles, you don't want to toast yourself grabbing them.
Imagine being one of these tykes and spending dusk till dawn getting kneaded and grated, peeled and parboiled, marinated, melted, minced and mashed. Or, if they were lucky, just zested, followed by a light.
And that was my lunch. Oh, there's that head symbol again. See how using your head can change the world? And I do mean that quite literally.
The witch, in case you're wondering, was a singularly screwy sorceress by the name of Esma Potts. You'd think someone that gifted with a cauldron would know a thing or two about cooking, and you'd be wrong. As for Kuturo's catty companion, name of Yin Yang, he used to be the moon goddess's faithful feline. One might say his current mistress was a step down in some regard.
Watch out for the vegetables. In this kitchen, the cook is a cook, and the squash are out to squish.
Hurry along now, dearies, because lazy boys are the first to get turned into grubs.
Oh. That was... Oh! We have a guillotine head now.
So you can get lost.
Don't ask me how.
Yin Yang, open the windows. I'm roosting alive from this ghastly heat. Stop that! It tickled my sense. I can't take it anymore. Luna, Kago!
Hey! Moon Witch. Hold on. We had all the heads in Act 1. Did it give me the Act 4 head in Act 1? Just because we failed the requirement? We might not need to do that scene again. Yeah, it's not there. There it is. Moon Witch. A young actor now in her 3rd year at the Magical Theater. In high school, she was the hottest girl in the cheerleading squad. Perhaps she puffed her chest just a little too much at the audition, however. This director mistook her for a bloated, wheezy hag. She's been typecast ever since. Oh gosh. Alright. Everything in curtain 1. One head in curtain 2. And one head in curtain 3.
Bull and horses drive, and so the story continues. Would you believe Bull and Horse were once happily married? He was easy, she was breezy. Our young hero was like a different person. He hunted down the generals with a newfound fury.
Those two could be halfway across the moon by now.
Like the view, loser!
Get out of my face!
Catch me if you can! How do you dare that stupid steer block the road? That's cheating! I can't believe you laid traps for me, creep!
I could have avoided it!
What's with those bikes? And why are they riding alongside us?
I was trying to see if there was a way for me to take out the grub drive.
Those dummies took out the railroad bridge. Hurry up! The telephone poles are coming down. That was close. You planning to catch them before the sun goes down, or what?
So long!
You're mine! Can you give me a teriyaki burger, hold the meat?
You mean like a bun?
That put some fuel in my tank.
Dang! He gets good mileage.
Out of my way! Adios, jumps!
Oh, horse got away! After her!
Despite having finally landed his first hard-earned blow on General Bull, Kuturo still hadn't made a blip on his radar. All they cared about was their race.
Please, fire whoever built these bridges!
Kuturo had had it up to here with being ignored. He was going to get Bull and Horse's attention. Violent fantasies flashed across his mind.
I win!
Oh no! The tanker's caught fire! Run for your life!
The hungry fire chased after Kuturo with the ferocity of a wild animal.
Now we're talking! Go, go, go!
I finally lost her. Not that I had any doubts.
Let's knock this drunk general and set Bull for a loop.
Nelly!
Well, we lost Bull, but we gained a way forward. Looks like Bull's having gravity issues. Let's overtake him. There's another drum can.
Another
Let's
one
stop him
sick.
for good.
I'm a star.
There we go.
The blast had left Route
Not long now.
66 on the verge of collapse. Yes, the ground looked ready to do that thing, where it crumbles just inches behind the fleeing hero.
Look, it's horse! She's still racing?
I will win! I have to... Oh, no!
Oh, she looks ready to keel over. Let's put her out of her misery.
Oh. Didn't turn fast enough.
Look, it's horse! She's still racing?
I will win! I have to... Oh, no!
Oh, she looks ready to keel over. Let's put her out of her misery.
What? That was weird.
The blast
Throw us
had
back
left
here.
Route 66 on the verge of collapse.
And
Yes, the ground looked
one
ready
moon
to do
spark was
that
all it
thing.
needed, and we're back
It crumbles
full
just
life.
inches behind the fleeing hero.
Death means nothing to us anymore.
Look, it's horse! She's still racing?
I will win! I have to... Oh, no!
Oh, she looks ready to keel over. Let's put her out of her misery.
There we go. Hey, here we go.
And the runners are off. Kuturo bursts from the gates, but in front is General Horse. It's General Horse. Behind in second is Kuturo No Head. It's Kuturo No Head. He's clearing the obstacles and closing ground, but General Horse is keeping him a few lengths behind.
I'll teach you to trust my reign! Take
And
this!
now Kuturo pulls inside to try and cut in and take the lead.
A carrot!
Oh, what a jump! Kuturo is on General Horse's back.
A horse is a horse! Of course! But this one's a train that's using force. If she's gonna cheat, then I say let's gallop on down this filly and show her what's what!
And another burst of speed. Look at Kuturo go. He's going for broke. Jump again. Kuturo on the inside. Kuturo on the inside. He's showing no mercy with that whip as he closes the gap with General Horse. No mercy. What a whipping.
What the heck?
This is unbelievable,
Oh
folks.
my
A
gosh!
cattle car that
It
carries
ate
lions.
Kotaro! What the heck?
This is unbelievable, folks. A cattle car that carries lions.
No tigers or bears? Oh my.
What?
Oh my gosh! It ate Kotaro!
I don't understand.
What the heck?
This is unbelievable, folks. A cattle car that carries lions.
No tigers or bears? Oh my.
What?
Oh my gosh! It trampled Kotaro!
That's alright. We're just back to 98.
What the heck?
This is unbelievable, folks. A cattle car that carries lions.
No tigers or bears? Oh my. An elephant too? Oh dude! A rainbow!
If you didn't know any better, you might have thought Ficarina was on vacation.
Excuse me for living in the moment.
There we go.
Kuturo back in the race. Dynamite is raining down. Bones are being magic back to life. Cacti, scorpions, Kuturo's jumping and sliding through the steeplechase from hell. He's on the passenger car. And what better way to soak in the monster than from the lavish seat of a classic locomotive. So, stoke the coals. Today, you're riding on the Horsey Anthem Express.
Hello? Life and death race speaking. Oh, a giraffe! Having a long neck must be awesome.
Hello, we're not at the zoo. Life and death race speaking, right?
Oh, fun fact. In case we spotted. Using the
Across the wild waste,
that makes you
caught up with a
invincible.
locomotive, ridden on the back of said locomotive. And boy was his butt sore. Look out! Boulder! A number! Bleached bones like sharpened fangs. Scorpions! Kuturo's horses on the bit as he shrugs off every danger.
Yahoo! All aboard, baby!
Between slicing through smokestack plumes and dodging flaming coals, Kuturo had a busy time of reaching the front of the train. Yes, finally, Kuturo was aboard the finest train this side of Neptune. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be in his shoes. Horseshoes.
Kuturo is right on General Horse, right on her. He's in the straight, the post is in sight. Follow that coal smoke, kid. Ride like the wind, you're almost there.
Go for home! You can do it!
Tremendous slap smashes through the tender behind General Horse, derailing her. She throws the emergency brake as Kuturo overtakes her. First place, Kuturo. First place, Kuturo.
Yeah! Who's your daddy? Looks like the town's celebrating. Thank you! Thank you!
Alright, time for the boss battle.
The train's not moving fast!
Only the latest in high tech.
Hey, we got a horse.
Let her have it!
Now let's switch to another act. Since we have the head, that's all we need. That said, I just looked at the time. It took us way longer to complete that level than I thought it would. So we'll look at this head description and we'll call it a day. Here we go. Horse. A wooden toy left over from General Horse's formative years. Whenever the General felt overwhelmed by pressure to succeed, she would nuzzle with this until everything felt right as rain again. Sadly, she never kicked the habit, which is really weird to General bull out and sow the seeds of future domestic strife. Hello. Couldn't be helped, I think. Friday, I think what we're going to do is going to play through the rest of High Noon. Going to max out Act 6 times the Tickin. We're going to do the bonus stage. Which, by the way, we're missing a few in Act 5, 6. We're missing one in Act 5 and we're missing one in Act 6. So that'll probably be on the agenda as well. And then we'll go about with Act 7. Thank you all very much for watching. If you made it this far, please leave a like and a comment. And even subscribe to help me make more of these videos. Until then, hope you've had a lovely time. Bye.